Discover hidden gem, 11 affordable place to buy a home in Pitt County, North Carolina.
Where's what's hidden? Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our Talent Podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Honestly, we get calls, text all the time at 252-327-3357. We love talking to you, so do not be shy. Now, let's talk about how here in Pitt County, it is a great place to live, honestly. We have many, many options for you here in Pitt County.
Exactly.
Everything is drivable in Pitt County. Of course, when I say county, we mean all of the cities and all of the town in our area. Number one, of course, being Greenville, which is going to be the center of all of Pitt County.
Yes, and is the 12th biggest actually town in the whole state of the North Carolina. It has a population around 100,000 people.
It might be more or less depending on that whole, like, there was drama with the 2020 like census, whatever. But the overall cost of living is 84.2%, which is
respect to the national level at 100%.
So our cost of livings are cheap. What about the next thing?
The safety is really, the crime rate is very close to average in the national level. And
then the median home price in Greenville, North Carolina is $214,000. So notice what I said, $214,000. So if you are anywhere else in this country, our homes are super affordable.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about number two.
Number two, Winterville, North Carolina.
Which is where we chose to live. It is really right next to Greenville, North Carolina. So we are adjacent to everything in Greenville, but we are also kind of more of a suburb of it. The overall cost of living is $89.4, and really that goes down to our housing costs we're going to get to in a second.
Exactly. Therefore, the population is around between 10,500 to 11,000. We are located at east of the Greenville, and also the median home basically is $266,000 in Winterville, North Carolina. And what about the safety?
One of the major reasons people always tell us they want to be in Winterville, North Carolina is because of safety concerns. Because it is one of the lowest and well below national average and one of the lowest around there.
Exactly. And we have videos for all of them, the reasons to live in Greenville and Winterville, North Carolina.
Now we're going to go to other towns. This is not in order. Ada and Farmville are big. The next big ones, we're going to go in order. So next one is Fountain.
Fountain, right? North Carolina.
How many people live in Fountain?
Therefore, it is less than 500 people they live in a Fountain.
So currently there are 445 people. I know, crazy, huh? So if you're looking for a small town living, there you go.
What is that direction?
It is 15 miles southeast of Greenville. It is basically the closest one we have heading towards Raleigh, to be entirely honest.
But look, the affordability for all cost of living is just 76.1%, which is putting in a very good place because it's very affordable to live.
Right, where the median home price, if you wanted to live in Fountain and join and make that want to get it up to 500 people, $129,000. So homes are super affordable there.
About the safety, we can say the safety and crime rate is a little bit above the average of the national.
Right, and that's just a little bit. The town is so small, everybody knows everybody. So that is, in many ways, a plus as well. So one after that, of course, is...
Next one is Bethel.
Okay, so Bethel has a population of about...
1,600 people.
Right, so 4 times the size of the last one we were just talking about. Now, this is north of Greenville. So the national median home, should we go, what did I miss?
Yeah, it's just 70 miles from north of the Greenville.
The overall cost of living is 78.
Is amazing, 78.8%.
And when you're talking to me about how you want land and you want to live in Pitt County, I'm probably telling you we're going to go to Bethel. There's just less people and a little bit more land there. So the median home price is what?
$131,000. What about the safety?
It is below national average. So if you're looking for more farm country with pretty safe and cheap, Bethel is
one of your options.
And I've actually heard recently, I don't know if you told me, but somebody had told me Bethel made some sort of list of places for retirements to lead people to retire in. So there's that. So I saw that on the list.
We have a video about living in the Bethel, North Carolina that you can watch in our channel.
Number 5 we're going to talk about is Grifton. Right, how many people live in Grifton?
2,500 live in Grifton, which makes it bigger town.
It was 12 miles south of Greenville. I would say Greenville, Winterville, Greenville, Winterville, Ayden, Grifton. So Ayden and Grifton actually share a high school.
Exactly. And it's 12 miles southeast of the Greenville, Grifton. What about the cost of living?
The cost of living is 82.7, so still much cheaper than the national averages. And that again goes with our home prices. The home prices are
146,000, the median.
So, I mean, if you're looking for that, that's great. And now the safety is the national level. It's not crazy high. It's not crazy low. It's averages.
An average national level.
No.
And we have a video about the Grifton and all reason to live in Grifton.
And the next one, I was so surprised my husband even put it on the list because it is that small.
Yes, 200 people live in this town. What is the name?
Falkland.
Falkland.
Okay, so it is 20 miles southwest of Greenville. The national average of homes or cost of living is 80.1%, so it is super small. Cost of living is super cheap.
81.4%.
The reason why it's a little more than the other places is that the median home prices are now
$167,000.
No, 151.
I'm sorry, 151,000.
He was looking at a different city.
Yes.
Now, it is a little above the national average for these 200 people in terms of crime, but it's not unheard of. And again, in a town of 200 people, you're going to know who did everything.
Next one that is wanted to say is Ayden.
Right, so that is the third most populous city I see around here, and that is Ayden, North Carolina. There's about 5,000 people that live in Ayden. It's growing all the time. New construction's happening there all the time, so it's definitely a growing community. It is how far?
Is 8 miles from south of the Greenville and exactly located after the Winterville, North Carolina.
Now the cost of living is increasing because I told you there's a bunch of new construction happening in Ayden all the time. So it is at 81.4%.
Yes, and what about the safety?
It is a little bit above the national average right now. We know that there was some, but they are taking care of it a little bit. There was an issue in one little specific corner.
Exactly, and the median home price there is $167,000. But my wife said there are many construction at the range of 300 and 400 built in Ayden and is building in Ayden, North Carolina.
The next one after that is the one that's close to Ayden is Farmville.
Farmville.
Now, if we're heading back towards the Raleigh area, you're going to drive right through Farmville to get to Greenville, right? So it is 12 miles west of Greenville. So it is right there on the border there.
Population-wise, is more or less close to Ayden, 4,600 people they live there.
There is some new construction going on there, but not as heavily as it is in Ayden. The overall cost of living is 83.8%. 83.1%.
And also from the safety, we can say is a little bit above the national average is if you're looking at the crime rate for the Ayden, North Carolina.
Now, the average home there is $183,000. Why? We are right there on the border you're right there on the highway. So if you got to go to Raleigh, you're going to make it to Raleigh faster than me because you're in Farmville.
Next one in the list, number 9, is Stokes. It just had 430 population people that live there. And where is it located?
It's 20 miles north of Greenville. The cost of living is 83.8%.
Yes.
Again, when you get these homes, and don't get us wrong, Stokes definitely has some more expensive homes, but they definitely have these national average, with the median average is what?
$190,000.
It is below the national levels in terms of safety. I can't speak English today.
Yeah, the crime rate is definitely below the national average.
The next one is ones that I was surprised my husband put on there. So
Simpson, number 10.
I hardly see any homes in Simpson actually pop up. So it's one that people generally stay in when they get there. There was 460 people that live there. So they're sticking to their homes and they're sticking together.
Yeah, exactly.
It is north of Greenville.
And the cost of living is 83.1% respect to the national average of the 100.
The median home price in Simpson is $197, which is higher than a lot of the other ones.
What about the crime rate and the safety?
And it is below the national level in crime. So if you're looking for a small town with low crime, there you go. We're going to have to jump on it fast.
Number 11, which is one of the very popular, after Winterville around here, is Grimesland, North Carolina.
Right. So it is a small city, but it is really It's west of Greenville, northwest technically. 500 people live in Grimesland, but it is only 7 miles from Greenville. There's been a lot of new construction in Grimesland as well, and we're talking really nice homes there as well. So the average cost of living is 89.2.
A little bit more than the others, 89.2%. And the median home price is higher, 260, because as my wife said, the loss of the new construction over $400,000 built in that area.
And then it is for safety terms of close to the national average, so it's not that unheard of. So I hope you love this video, and we can't wait to show you all of Pitt County.
And don't forget to call us at 252-327-3357, and don't forget to subscribe in podcast and YouTube channel.
Absolutely.